Hello, I'm VAAMAN SONATHI with enrollment number 231-23049. For the microprocessor and microcontroller course, my idea for the innovation that was expected to be done of us is to simulate a time bomb kind of a thing using LED matrix interface. So time bomb simulation. Before I get into the exact innovation, I will explain the overall apparatus and the working and code for the LED matrix interface so that it's much easier to understand what changes I made and why I made them. First I'll talk about what I am using here. So I am using the 8085 microprocessor, which uses 8 data lines and 16 address lines, and I am connecting that to the LED matrix interfacing module. So the LED matrix module is basically a module which has 64 LEDs in an 8 into 8 square. So it has a total number of pixels of 64, as each LED can either be on or off based on the code we enter. Now the way this is connected to the 8085 is using a power cable which supplies power to the module, and also a 26 pin FRC cable which is responsible for all data communication to from the 8085 to the LED interfacing module. So now I'll explain how the interfacing is done via the code, via the op code and the assembly code. So here, this is the way you interface for anything. Let's say you just this alone does not print anything. This is just to outline and border the kind of processing that takes place, the way the data and the memory must be stored, and then it also points to the address at which the uh, input code must be written to print various images. So here I'll explain what's going on. So I start at the address 2000. This is arbitrary, but most codes are started at 2000, so therefore I did. So here I'm using the 8255 interfacing module so that I can interface the 8085 with the the matrix module. So I'm first loading the counter value for the number of characters to be displayed. So right now here it is given 3 because this current code is just displaying A, B and C. But at the same time, so I had to modify this and make it 12 because I was displaying a total of 12 characters, 10 numbers and 2 images. So this is what this displays. Then this is going to point to the first data. So this implies that the first input data starts from 2050 address, which I have not changed. I have written my input code also from there. So then I'm saving the data pointer. I'm pushing the register H, and then I'm loading the counter for deciding the delay for which a character will be displayed. So this one can be modified. I can make it FE, or I can change it so that the delay between two different characters can be changed. Then I'm popping it. Basically, I'm removing it from the top of the stack because the work here is over, and then I'm pushing it. Then I'm storing the data counter for 8 values to be outputted for each character. This is because since it's 8 rows and 8 columns, I need to store the data counter for 8 values to be stored. And then I'm outputting data for the rows and then rotating 0 on the columns. Then I'm giving the delay as I mentioned earlier. And then once I loop this multiple times, and then I'll display the next character, and then I'll loop back to 2004. So this is how it works. Once the uh, execution comes here, it will loop back here until the exact number of characters has been displayed. So this is how the entire interfacing works, and now I will explain what I did, what I changed. So now here I decided, that in movies I saw bomb or time bombs which they have a countdown sequence and then they explode. So the countdown sequence there, it resembled closely of how the LED matrix is displayed. It's same the red LEDs. So therefore I thought, maybe I can simulate a similar thing using the 8085. So here I'm printing exactly 12 characters. First I'll draw a bomb. So this is the code for drawing a bomb, which is similar to this, but the issue being that in an 8 into 8 matrix, the 64 total pixels are not very enough to get good resolution. So subjectively the image might look different, but I think I tried my best to make it look reasonably like a bomb. And then I'll print 10 numbers indicating that the bomb is counting down from 9 to 0. The timer is counting down. So it's I'm trying to show that someone's trying to defuse the bomb, but then they fail to. So once it hits 0, uh, a skull drawing something like similar to this is displayed, which shows that the bomb has exploded. So yeah, so that is what I tried to do. and I also played around with the delay time to see which would resemble, ideally 1 second, and based on that I interfaced. So yes, this is basically what I've done. I hope you guys enjoyed the explanation and understood what I'm trying to do here. And I do think this was a little creativity on my part, trying to integrate something that I've seen in different entities such as movies or books into my education right now. So thank you, that's it. So post this, I'm also putting the video which shows the exact execution I've done and also the output that is received. Hello guys, so today I have modified the LED matrix interface to resemble a time bomb sequence. It will start counting down from 9, and when it reaches 0, it will explode, indicating its null symbol. So I'm just putting the code here. Thank you.